The right to a trial before a jury of our peers is a cornerstone to safeguarding our constitutional freedoms. And we can agree that civic participation is imperative in a democratic society. But it doesn't make receiving a summons for jury service any more convenient or welcome. Here's the story on why it's important.
I've got so many deadlines, I don't know what I'm supposed to do, honestly. This jury duty is stressing me the heck out. I've got deadlines on this edit, I've got to complete...
I just don't have time for this.
I don't got time for this.
Hi, yeah, this is Matt. Okay. Yes, I'm available for a quick meeting. Yes, I'll be right in.
Hey everyone, don't look at me, don't look at me, don't look at me.
So, let's figure out some deadlines.
Hi, jury.
Got so many deadlines, I don't know what I'm supposed to do. Honestly, jury duty stressing me the heck out. I've got deadlines on this edit, I gotta complete this edit over here, I got this.
I don't know what I'm supposed to do.
Oh, glad that isn't me. Oh man, when is the last time I served? Hope I don't get one soon. This is terrible.
Jim never has a second cup of coffee at home. Sorry, I thought we were doing a bit. Did I say that out loud?
We've all been there. Receiving a jury duty summons often solicits this kind of response from the majority of our fellow citizens. But what's the story here? Why is something that contributes to our fundamental right to a fair jury trial perceived as one of the most dreaded pieces of mail you can get? Today, we're going to revisit the process of jury duty and hopefully change your perspective on it. Our goal is to put electric and credit card bills back where they belong at the top of your list of mail that you don't want to receive, and hopefully turn a jury duty summons into something that'll make and not break your day.
Trial by jury is a significant structural component of the American legal system. It calls a group of 12 citizens to hear arguments and evidence presented in court by lawyers for both the prosecution and defense in a legal dispute. The jury's role is to evaluate the evidence, consider the law as explained by the judge, and ultimately make a decision regarding the guilt, innocence, or liability of the defendant in a criminal or civil trial. The idea of a trial by jury originated in the Magna Carta in 1215. It developed over time and was brought to the New World by the Pilgrims and Puritans and remained important throughout the development of the United States. Thomas Jefferson included the practice in the Declaration of Independence. It is a part of the U.S. Constitution and Bill of Rights, and in our own state, it was written into the Massachusetts Constitution by John Adams in 1780. Trial by jury is so ingrained in our lives, it's hard to imagine what a justice system would be like without it. But the truth is, we're privileged to have such a system. Did you know that along with voting, serving jury duty is the most significant way to make a measurable difference in our society? When you serve as a juror, you are playing a role in making sure our justice system continues to operate as it should. Our justice system is designed to ensure fair and impartial judgment based on the collective wisdom of a community. And that community is us. It is important a jury reflects the diverse makeup of our society, so every single one of our worldviews and life experiences matter. Juries were not always as reflective of the community as they are now. The first African American to sit on a jury anywhere in the USA did so in Massachusetts just before the Civil War in 1860. And women were not allowed to serve jury duty until 1950. That is 30 years after they got the right to vote. And in the 1980s, the court system took legislators, parents of young children, clergy, teachers, firefighters, and lawyers off the exempt list, meaning they too could be called to serve. This got us closer to making the process fair to all, and the jury pool a more representative slice of the actual community. Now, let's talk nitty-gritty. We don't dread jury duty because we have an aversion to being good citizens. We dread jury duty because it can be time-consuming, take us away from our jobs, and, okay, has the very real potential to be a boring old drag. The court system does recognize this. They understand that the civil responsibility we all have puts some people out more than others. This is the part where I'm going to show you how the Massachusetts court system has worked hard to help make it a little less burdensome for everyone. Here are some examples. Extra and unplanned childcare expenses can be a huge issue for folks who get called to serve jury duty. If you are a parent who is unemployed and at home with your kids, you can be reimbursed for childcare expenses up to $50 a day for the first 3 days. After the third day of service, you will get paid $50 by the state, just as all other jurors do. Having to miss days of work can be financially stressful for many of us. Did you know in Massachusetts, your employer is required to pay your regular wages for the first 3 days you miss because of jury duty? After that, the state will compensate jurors at a rate of $50 per day. Often, it is not the financials, but the actual time away from your job responsibilities that make serving jury duty a hardship. The good news here is that it isn't 1981. Back then, people had to serve an entire 30 days. If the trial they were on wrapped up in less than that, they would still have to continue to serve, potentially on another trial. But in 1982, Massachusetts changed that law and was the first state in the U.S. to introduce the one-day or one-trial system, making the whole process a lot less burdensome on your everyday life. Currently, you either serve 1 day or the length of a trial, and most of the time, trials are 3 days or less. And when you complete your service, you won't be called again to state court for at least another 3 years. And finally, as far as being a big, boring drag, the truth is, if you do get called to serve on a jury, it is likely you will discover it to be a unique, compelling, and educational experience. You will learn basic law from the explanations given to you by the judge. You will hear evidence and be asked to analyze facts and apply it against the laws that you have learned. You will render a verdict and be a part of administering justice. That is powerful. When you serve jury duty, you become the living, breathing representative of our government. A government of the people, by the people, for the people. We all share this fundamental right, and we all have the responsibility of maintaining it.
Hey, I thought you had jury duty.
I did my 1 day. Turns out they didn't need me. Easy as that. Not so bad, really. Honestly, I'm kind of a little disappointed I didn't get picked. Might have been fun. Oh well. I'm off for the next 3 years. I'll be able to make my deadlines now. No problem.
That's great. 3 years free from state court. But you do know you could get called to serve in federal court, right?
Wait, what?
Yeah. Unless you served on a trial for at least 5 days in the past 3 years, the 1 day, 1 trial doesn't excuse you from federal court. So you still might have the chance to get put on an exciting and educational trial.
Honestly, yeah. Yay.
Thank you all for being here with us on the local scene. I hope now when you receive that jury duty summons in the mail, it feels a little less like a letdown and a lot more like winning the lottery.
Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like and subscribe button before you go. We'll see you next time.